One of the biggest things to understand when you start your financial journey is that budgeting is actually not restrictive because budgeting creates freedom. The reason why is it allows you to allocate your dollars towards the things that bring you value. What I mean by that is you can put your dollars towards the things that matter to you. And budgeting allows you to do that by taking your dollars, figuring out where they're gonna go, and starting to build wealth. So today, I'm gonna show you how to master budgeting. So here at Master Money, we talk about two different budgets, and you can choose the one that you think fits your lifestyle the most. The first one is, I think, the coolest option for most people, because if you hate budgeting, if you absolutely hate spreadsheets or timelines or using Mint or YNAB or whatever else you use, then this is the best option for you. And if you've been known to fail over and over and over again with budgeting, you know who you are, then you're gonna absolutely love this option. And it's called the reverse budget. Now, the reverse budget was created taking the most valuable principle from Warren Buffett, and where he talks about paying yourself first, then spending what is left over. And that is exactly what the reverse budget does. So what you do is you take your savings off the top, and then you spend whatever is left over. Now, here's why this is extremely powerful. A, you don't need a spreadsheet to figure this out. All you do is you take your income minus your expenses, figure out how much you have left over, or the gap, and then what you do is you take that gap and save and invest that money. Now, what falls into this part that you're saving? Well, it could be your emergency fund. It could be your contribution to your retirement accounts. It could be your contributions to your brokerage accounts and every extra dollar that you invest. It can also go towards saving up for a down payment on a house or some other big savings goals that you have. So making sure that you automate all this stuff is incredibly important. So when you reverse budget, automation is the name of the game. So when you get paid, you want to make sure that you automate your money towards the correct accounts. I recommend having multiple accounts for savings accounts when you do a reverse budget because it just makes it incredibly easy. So every time you get paid, your money is automatically transferred to your brokerage account so you can invest those dollars. Then the next set is transferred automatically to your emergency fund. The next set is transferred to your house down payment fund. And all of these are separated and organized nice and neat, and you don't even have to lift a finger. No more budget meetings with your spouse, no more worries of when am I gonna have time to set up the budget every single month, and no more stress behind budgeting. Because that's what we're trying to eliminate with the reverse budget is the stress behind budgeting. So if you're known to fail at budgeting, or you pick up a budget and do it for 2 months and then stop, and then have to do it every single year over and over again, then look into the reverse budget because it's a way to budget and chill. Now, the next one is the line by line item budget. And this is the traditional budget that most people know about. Now, this type of budget is more efficient than the reverse budget. The reason why is you're tracking every dollar and figuring out where all of your money is going. So if you want to maximize your potential to be investing those dollars or putting it in savings, then the line by line item budget is the option you want to go with if you stick to it. Other pros to it is you just have more control over your money goals. So if you have specific money goals, then this is a great option. So you have control so you can get every dollar to try to hit those goals. And if you have variable income, then the line by line item budget is extremely important. Meaning if you're a real estate agent or a salesperson or something along those lines and you don't know when you're going to get paid next, then this is a great option for you as well so that you can track those dollars and extend your budget out longer. Now, if you do have variable income, what I recommend is trying to budget out every 2 months instead of every month. That way you can stretch those dollars further and make sure that every time you get paid, that it is actually going to cover you for the next couple of months. Now, when you line by line item budget, you want to make sure that you pick out your categories that you spend in. And then once you have those categories set up, then we have 4 rules for budgeting. The first one is to give every dollar a job. And what I mean by that is every time you get paid, every single dollar goes into a budget category. Whether it's your investing, whether it's your food budget, whether it goes to your mortgage, your electric bill, your water bill, or things as small as your car registration or your auto repair fund. All of these different things are incredibly important. So every time you get paid, what you have to ask yourself is, what do I need this money to do next? The next rule is to embrace your true expenses. Now, this is one of the coolest breakthroughs that when I work with people with budgeting is to embrace your true expenses. What does that mean? Let me give you an example. Say, for example, your car insurance bill is every 6 months. Well, instead of getting slammed by that car insurance bill every 6 months and all of a sudden you have this huge bill to pay, what you do is you set up a car insurance budget line item, and you contribute to that budget every single month. So if your car insurance bill every 6 months is $600, you put $100 into that budget every single month. What this does is it reduces your stress and anxiety with your money, and it allows you to just have the money there. See, there's power in just having the money there. Another amazing example with this is Christmas. Christmas is actually a bill, and it's a true expense. If you buy gifts every single year, what a lot of people do is they get smacked in the face, put all their Christmas gifts on a credit card because they didn't prepare. Well, what if every single month you put money towards your Christmas fund, so by the time December rolls on in, the money is just there. You can buy the Christmas presents in cash. This is extremely powerful, and it's a major breakthrough that once you understand this, you can embrace your true expenses. So think about expenses that you pay quarterly or biannually or yearly, and make sure that you're allocating dollars into a specific category so that the money is just there. The next rule is to roll with the punches. See, what most people do in budgeting is they have a bad month and then they just completely give up or just say, budgeting doesn't work for me. Well, if that's you over and over and over again, then go look at the reverse budget. But what you have to understand is that I have never had a perfect month in my entire life when I budget. And nobody has ever had a perfect month in their entire life when they budget. If they tell you that, they're most likely lying. Now, if there's someone that has an extremely intricate budget that says nothing unexpected happened to them, then maybe they got lucky one month. But what you have to do is roll with the punches. Now, what do I mean by that? So say, for example, you have your car breakdown and you have to overspend in your car repair category, but you underspent in clothes this month. So what you do is you roll the money from clothes into your car repair. Maybe you underspent in a couple of other categories as well. So you take the extra money and roll it into the car repair. This is how you roll with the punches. You navigate your budget because you're not going to be perfect. You're not a psychic. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. So you're going to make mistakes every single month. But that is okay because you have to move on to the next step and continue budgeting because that is what creates freedom with your money. Budgeting creates freedom. So forgiving yourself, knowing ahead of time you're going to make a mistake is an extreme breakthrough when it comes to budgeting. And then the last rule is to make sure that you're aging your money. Now, what do I mean by aging your money? What's going to happen here is over time, you're going to build enough cash where when you got paid last month is paying for this month's bills. Now, this is an extremely powerful place to be because as you start budgeting, you start building up these funds, you have extra cash laying around, you're going to start seeing that you're going to start getting ahead. And over time, you're going to have a massive headway as time goes on. So getting at least 1 month ahead helps reduce stress with your budget, especially if you have something like variable income, because it allows you to have that buffer there. If something tragic happens or something happens within your life, which it's going to, it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen, then you have that 1 month cushion there. And in addition, you should be building up your emergency fund, which should be a budget category, so that you have 3 to 6 months expenses for anything else that happens in life. So as you start to age your money and you get 1 month ahead and 2 months ahead and 3 months ahead and 4 months ahead, where now you're at a point where 6 months ago you got paid and that money you got paid 6 months ago is now paying your bills today is such a powerful place to be. Listen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to master your budget. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell as well. And if you love this video, here are 2 more videos that I know you're gonna love. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.